Hi, sixth grade. Happy Tuesday. Let's jump into our second day of lessons from home, One Crazy Summer. We're going to read the next chapter today. Yesterday we read Rally for Bobby, and today we're going to read Eating Crow. What? I want you to pause this video and take a second to annotate and predict on the top of page 134. What do you think this chapter might possibly be about? So go ahead and pause, write a quick prediction, press play when you're ready. All right, you should have made a good prediction. First of all, I'm going to tell you, eating crow is a figure of speech. It means something similar to when people say, like, putting your foot in your mouth. It means that you said something and then you have to go back and do the opposite, so you're kind of making yourself look stupid, okay? That is what eating crow means. Please follow along with me, annotate, and do all of our typical classroom procedures and things like that. Make sure that you're really being mindful of figurative language and of character development. Here we go. The next morning, Cecile stood outside our door and said, "It's 9 o'clock. Why y'all still here?" Vanetta pointed at me. "It's her fault," Fern joined in. "All her fault. Yeah, she won't take us to the center. Yeah, she said we can't go no more." Cecile turned to me. "Delphine, what did you do?" I spoke as plainly as I could. There was no use in speaking small-mouthed. I told Sister Mukambu that we're not going to the Free Huey rally in 2 Saturdays from now, or coming back to the center. "Why'd you tell her that?" "It's dangerous," I said. "The police shot a teenager for being with the Black Panthers. They could shoot Black Panthers and kids at the center." Cecile looked at me like I was stupid, but also with a disbelief that I was her daughter. "Did anyone shoot at you, Delphine?" Her voice was calm and clear. Not crazy. I felt stupid. "No." "Did they point a gun at you?" "No." "Did anyone put a gun in your hand?" "No." Cecile said, "Y'all get dressed and go. They might still be serving breakfast." I couldn't believe that she would make us go back to a place where we could get shot. But then I returned to my good common sense. Of course Cecile wouldn't care if we got shot at by the police. I told Cecile, "We'll go for breakfast. We'll go for summer school. We won't be going to no rally. That's just a pot of boiling trouble cooking. Y'all too. Get in there and brush your teeth. Wash your faces." Cecile crooked her head towards the bathroom. As soon as Vanetta and Fern got up and left the room, she stepped closer to me. I was genuinely afraid. "You watch how you talk to me. You hear?" I nodded in reply, and I was no nodder. She wouldn't accept my nod. "No," she said. "You got a mouth, so I want to hear you." I said, "Yes, ma'am." That old-fashioned word just crawled right out. Cecile grunted. "That's the problem right there. His mammy. You sound just like her. Like a country mule." I think that set Cecile off more than my saying we weren't going to the rally. Me sounding like Big Ma. Cecile went back into her kitchen, fussing up a full steam like she was talking to someone. Me. That she couldn't have us here messing up her peace of mind, and that she couldn't work with us in her house. Cecile carried on a full conversation, on and on, as we walked out the door. Crazy. Vanetta and Fern were only too glad to be headed towards the center. They couldn't stop rubbing it in. "See, Delphine, you can't tell us what to do," Vanetta said. "Surely can't, 'cause we're going to the center and we're going to the rally. Surely are. And we're going to sing our song and do our dance, and you can't be in it with us." But Fern didn't go along with Vanetta on the last one. Not that I wanted to be in it. Still, a small part of me was glad. Fern had always been mine. I wasn't in a hurry to go inside when we got to the center, but I followed my sisters when they pushed the doors open. Vanetta and Fern couldn't eat the late breakfast and rejoin Sister Mukambu's class fast enough. I found myself dragging behind them, feeling badly for myself. No one ever called a take-back eating crispy fried chicken. They called it eating crow, with good reason. Not that I'd actually eaten a black crow, but with my words stuck in my throat and my eyes cast down, I knew what eating crow was. I knew having to eat crow when you were once proud and right was like swallowing a hunk of tough, chewy crow meat that wasn't about to go down easy. Sister Mukumbu didn't make me feel like nothing, like the nothing I knew I was. Her bangles jangled about her wrists, and as she welcomed us back to class, everyone was practicing their parts for the rally, and she said that we had arrived just in time. They could use more actors for the class's reenactment of Harriet Tubman leading slaves to freedom. Vanetta was mad because Janice was to be Harriet Tubman. I knew I would hear about Vanetta missing out on being a star of the play for the next 7 days. Later, after Sister Pat led us through the calisthenics in the yard, Eunice came over and sat with me. Thought y'all weren't coming back. We weren't. Then why are you here? Eunice had a lot of nerve and a lot of mouth, asking me why my sisters were back at the center. I had nothing to say to Eunice. I already felt bad. I shrugged, although I was no shrugger. You were just showing off, telling Sister Mukumbu how you and your sisters aren't coming for the rally, like you're in charge. For your information, I am in charge of my sisters. Oh yeah? So why are you back then? The last thing I would do was tell Eunice Ankton that we were here because Cecile shooed us away to write her poems. 'Cause, I said. I couldn't figure out why Eunice sat there with me. It was bad enough to feel stupid. I didn't need anyone sitting with me reminding me of it. My sisters were having a good time. Fern and the youngest Ankton girl, Beatrice, taught each other hand-clapping songs. Janice and Vanetta chased after Hirohodo and his friends, but they were only after Hirohodo. He'd zig left and right, escaping the girls each time that they got him within tagging distance. Finally, Janice managed to tag him and run. Vanetta was upset that she didn't tag him first, but that didn't stop her from cackling and squealing along with Janice. Janice and Vanetta were one and the same fool. Eunice beat me to making a sound of disgust. I said, I wouldn't hardly be chasing after no Hirohodo woods. Me neither, she agreed. I hated telling her I was going only to the 6th grade when she was going into the 8th grade. At least I was an inch taller than she was. Hirohodo, she said, was going into the 7th grade. I told Eunice that her dress was nice. Then she showed me the inside stitching. Once I saw the crisscross of her mother's neat hand stitching, I decided I liked Eunice Ankton. She wasn't the big girl who thought her clothes were better than mine, or the girl who sided with Hirohodo Woods and made me feel ignorant about not knowing if he was half-colored and half-Japanese. We were 2 older sisters, watching our younger sisters playing games and running around making fools of themselves. We were both the oldest girls in our families, and we knew the same things. Go ahead to your worksheets, your comprehension worksheets, and use tag to complete the questions for today. Make sure that you cite evidence from the text, and make sure you do the whole thing. Even though I'm not there to watch you, this work is important to your future, and I know if you push yourself, you can really learn tons and tons and tons. All right, check in soon for vocab for today.